From the High Definition Production Center of Troy University's Broadcast and Digital Network at Troy, Alabama's International University, this is Troy TrojanVision News.
Hello and welcome to Troy TrojanVision News for March 22nd, 2017. I'm Nathaniel Rodriguez.
And I'm Samantha Charles. Thank you for joining us this evening. Today, students in the Hall School of Journalism and Communication filled the Trojan Center ballrooms for the annual Journalism Symposium. Jamal Kennedy has the story.
The Trojan Center ballrooms were reserved as the Hall School of Journalism and Communication held their annual Journalism Symposium on money, politics, and the media on Tuesday with a special guest speaker on hand to speak on the importance of politics and the media specifically.
That's pretty important today because our current president is kind of taking a dim view of journalism as we think about it. And I think it's important for journalism students, especially at Troy, and many of them may certainly be in favor of the current president, some may not be, to realize that journalism is a branch into itself.
With Dee serving a career as a lawyer and co-founder of the Southern Poverty Law Center, he likens the jobs of journalists to a branch of government.
These journalism students here and others at this college will realize that it's very important that they understand that they're like a branch of government, so to speak. It's critical that they realize that and don't fall in some political hodgepodge and end up getting a lot of mud on their face later.
Dees hung around for a Q&A after speaking and answered several questions from students about what direction he sees the world heading in today and how to combat certain societal issues, but he also has an important message for young journalists.
And I think it's important that these young people know that we're not trying to ask them to make political choices, but to make journalism choices today.
Jamal Kennedy, Troy TrojanVision News.
If you are interested in learning more about the Southern Poverty Law Center, you can visit their website at www.splccenter.org. We will hear more from Dees later on in the show during Trojan Talk.
Troy's fraternities and sororities are battling it out in a variety of competitions this week for Greek Week, and yesterday afternoon the competition was getting a little dirty. Well, actually sandy. Kyle Shook explains.
There's been a spike in Greek activity this week, and Tuesday proved no different. As part of Greek Week, Troy's Greek community held a beach volleyball tournament. Because each team is made up of multiple organizations, the tournament was co-ed. One brother of the Sigma Chi fraternity likes the unity competition like this can bring.
I love beach volleyball, I love Greek Week, and I think it's an amazing attribute to the week. It just brings everybody together.
One brother of Alpha Tau Omega remembers a key play in one of his matches.
The first match was definitely the most important. That's actually the only one we won, so that was kind of a big one. I remember just in the middle of the match, there was one point where a teammate dove low and dug a ball up, and we ended up winning the point. It was kind of a momentum shift for us. So that was definitely a big point. Glad we won that game and had fun the next two games, but didn't pull it out. So.
The tournament is set up with a winners and losers bracket. The winners of each bracket are currently competing in a best 2 out of 3 championship match.
Players from Sigma Chi, Alpha Delta Pi, and Sigma Gamma Rho faced off against the team of Farmhouse, Chi Omega, Delta Chi, and Alpha Kappa Alpha, who took the overall victory. One Farmhouse loves the competition and the victory that came his way.
I love beach volleyball. It's a great sport to get out here and play with our teams. Getting dirty to play volleyball, nothing better than it. Getting points for our team is all it's about. It's all about winning.
Kyle Shook, Troy TrojanVision News.
The sporting fun continued this afternoon with a Greek Week volleyball tournament. We will have all the highlights of the tournament tomorrow night. And the Greeks wrapped up their day with a competition that everyone could enjoy.
As the goal of the contest was to fill bellies and have some fun cheering on the baseball team. Summer Leach has the story.
Tuesday evening, the Greeks of Troy gathered together to enjoy some cooked meals personally made by each fraternity and sorority.
It's a tailgate event, and basically what it is each organization comes and provides a meal for everyone that is participating. So like all Greek community, anyone, it's open to anyone, and they'll come in, they'll pay, and what it is like they'll provide like either a cooked meal or like a dessert. So you got an entree or dessert, and basically you just walk around and sample everyone's food.
A lot of Greeks enjoy this event because it brings them together in a non-competitive way.
Like, I just think that this is one of the best events because it's very calm, chill, no like tension, and we just get to relax and enjoy some good food.
For one sorority member, this is her second year participating, and she loves the uniqueness of this event.
Last year I did this as well, so it's just fun to be outside and just to see what each sorority and fraternity brings is a different touch of uniqueness to an all-together meal.
This event is a bonding experience for everyone to come out and to also socialize with one another.
We're just all out here together, and especially on a pretty day like this, it makes it fun just to socialize with each other.
And for one fraternity member, this event just so happens to be his favorite part of Greek Week.
Well, my favorite part about this event is, you get all the Greeks, whether it's a sorority or the fraternity, we're all getting together and we're eating some good food made by each of us. Everybody gets to show what they got in the kitchen, and I think that's always a good thing.
The winner of the tailgate will be announced later in the week. Summer Leach, Troy, TrojanVision News.
The next competition will be Greek Sing tonight at 7 in Trojan Arena.
Now, the latest in Trojan sports on Troy TrojanVision News.
Thanks for sticking around and welcome to Troy TrojanVision Sports. The Troy baseball team is coming off a game from the visiting Bulldogs of Sanford last night. Sarah Drake tells more about the game.
The Troy baseball team competed in a midweek matchup against the Sanford Bulldogs and came away with a 9-2 victory on Tuesday night at Riddle Pace Field. Coach Smart credited Evan Hebert on his pitching.
I think it was important for our team to get back in a good place. Evan Hebert was terrific tonight, 6 dominant innings. Great to see him throw well. We needed it. Set us up for some offense.
Even though the team was not able to get a lot of bats swinging and balls hit, Coach Smart said he is still proud of his team for finding a way to win the in-state contest.
We took advantage of their poor strike throwing ability. They walked 13 in the game, so I was really proud of the win. We didn't swing the bat very well. We didn't hit a lot of balls hard. We hit 2 home runs. Justin hit a big homer, Trevor hit a big homer, but we didn't hit many balls hard. But it was ball 1, ball 2, strike 1, ball 3. It was all over the place, so I think that played a part of it. We've got to swing the bat a little bit better.
And after the game, I had the chance to ask Coach Smart how important it was for his Trojans to get on the scoreboard early in this game, and this is what he said.
Well, it is critical, especially when you're pitching well. The 2 runs in the second inning, I thought, set the tone, got us a big lift, and allowed Evan to go out and continue to throw strikes, and then we jumped that next inning and got 4. We're up 6-0, and it really relaxed our team, and I thought it played a big part in the game.
On Friday, the Trojans will welcome in the Raging Cajuns of Louisiana Lafayette for a 3-game series. Sarah Drake, Troy, TrojanVision Sports.
The Trojans are about to start round 2 against the Bulldogs at 6 o'clock in Birmingham. The Troy softball team is also walking off a game from last night, but unfortunately things didn't turn out as well for the softball team. Jamal Kennedy has the coverage.
Entering Tuesday night's matchup against UAB, the Troy softball team was sitting even with the 15-15 record, but a 3-run 7th-inning rally from UAB knocked the Trojans down to 15-16 after falling by a final score of 3-2.
It was a pitcher's duel. I thought they did a good job of keeping us off balance, and Rachel Rigney threw an amazing game. I mean, I left her in there for 1 too many outs, and, I'll take all responsibility for that, but she threw a gem and deserved the win for that.
Rachel Rigney Brown got the start in the circle for the Trojans and pitched into the 7th inning before giving up the tying runs, but Coach Mullins takes the blame.
Again, I thought Rachel Rigney threw a great game. I mean, she really did, and I think that's always a positive. I mean, she went a solid 6 innings and did a great job of giving us a chance.
And I'm standing out here in center field by the 220 sign where Stephanie Snyder's last 2 walk-off hits have landed over the wall. But tonight she just missed her 3rd walk-off homer of the season. But Coach Mullins knows you're not always going to be that fortunate.
And, just weren't able to quite, we got real close to walking another one off. But, you can only expect to do that so many times. Our offense was a little stagnant, but give UAB credit for pitching well. But, I think we did a great job. We had an off day, so we didn't practice before. And I thought the girls came out ready to play and, put together a really solid 7 innings. We were just unfortunate not to come out on the right end of that.
This weekend, the Trojans welcome in Sunbelt Conference newcomer Coastal Carolina for what Coach Mullins knows will be a challenge.
I mean, they're a quality team just like everybody in the Sunbelt. I mean, I think they're going to fit in just fine. So they've got really good pitching, they've got good defense, and they've got really good hitting. So, I mean, we're going to have to, just like every conference series, go in there and pitch well and play defense and have some timely hitting like we did this last weekend.
Jamal Kennedy, Troy, TrojanVision Sports.
The Trojans will return to action Saturday on an away trip to take on Sunbelt newcomer Coastal Carolina. And the Troy golf team has wrapped up play in Greensboro to close out the Linger Longer Invitational to finish 4th of 15 on the weekend. Troy finished with a 2 under 286. Seniors Luke Moser and Jared Betcher tied for 3rd in the field with 16 birdies. Added to that, Moser, Betcher, Cam Norman, and Clayton Vanoy all finished better than the nation's number 5 golfer, Jimmy Stanger of Virginia. And while Troy took 4th, the Trojans only lost to Georgia overall by 1 shot. Troy will return to action March 31st through April 2nd at the Mason Rudolph Championship hosted by Vanderbilt.